The woman is simply brutal with 2 machine guns on her chest. But when she shoots around like crazy, her ammunition suddenly runs out and her weapons fail. While the opponents try to escape by car, she opens her belt and activates a secret weapon. Unbelievable. It is one revolver. In the next second, however, shows that the armor of the car is too thick. The bullets down ineffectively. She can only watch helplessly as the man drives away. But before he can, his accomplice calls and reports a 100-meter high wall. Vorus.er must immediately change the route, but the man is not afraid. Instead, he accelerates even more and races on a billboard on the side of the road. Too unbelievable. Behind it is one secret tunnel. Next moment, the car breaks through the obstacle and reappears on the other side. As soon as they stop and stick their heads out, if you see policemen with drawn weapons, they are apparently in the mood for the bounty of 20 million words and want to collect the heads of the 2. But even before they can pull the trigger, the man storms, overpowers him in an instant and then shoots the other. This time he was released because the prison director wanted him to take care of this man. The man pursued him to the but was locked up there. At the same time the cuffs of the 2 wild men were released. The director wanted to use them to work together against Martin. Confronted with 2 men who are stronger than him, shows Martin no fear. Instead, he approaches them. All captured are RFG8.pl. Fly 2 fists, 1 white and 1 black. Martin is immediately thrown away. Then he rushes forward again. The 2 men grab him and push him to the ground. Unbelievable. Martin catches their fire. AB, however, is still thrown away. Martin mocks you, challenges you to hit on his head. The men immediately rush off and land a violent schlag. Mighty one blow the man. Even the stooges outside flings away. Then Martins begins Gijnang-Riff.er actually knocks them down, but they get back up roaring.
Sie fordert sie auf seinen Kopf zu schlagen. Die Männer stürmen sofort los und landen einen heftigen Schlag. Mit einem Schlag schleudert der Mann sogar die Handlanger draußen weg. Dann beginnt Martins Gegenangriff. Er schlägt die beiden tatsächlich nieder, aber sie sind zäh, stehen brüllend wieder auf.
The bull ram of the driver unintentionally caught sight of his mistress.to cover up the embarrassing situation. He pretended to rub his eyes in front of him. But his gesture did not go unnoticed by the owner of the house, who asked him directly what he had just seen. In spirit, Ballram replied that they had just passed a sacred tree, which is why he had made a respectful gesture. To his surprise, the couple who had just returned from America believed him to be his spontaneously invented story. Ballram could not resist and again cast a furtive glance at the heron.er obliquely and hastily touched the back of his head. When the master of the house asked him what was going on this time, Ballram continued to improvise, claiming that they had just passed a path walked by Buddha. Again, the 2 gave him faith. Ballram felt like Alan Smartest after dropping off the gentleman. He drove their car home to visit his family. To indulge his vanity, he lifted inconspicuously, barely arriving in the village so everyone could see that he was driving a luxury car. After he got out, all the neighbors envied him. Even his walk changed. His grandmother scolded him for not sending money home. When Ballram brought out money, his grandmother feared he might escape her influence and arranged for him to get married with one girl. Ballram resisted. Sikh.er did not want to like his father and brothers oppressed by his grandmother Worden.so he decided to leave the village and return to his employer. One day, while serving tea to the lords, he touched his step. The mistress rebuked him severely and said his teeth were yellow and his breath stinks. Ballram was ashamed. Sikh.er looked at his yellow teeth and smelled His rpg wanted tonderen bought toothpaste and new clothes.to1. He brushed his teeth until they bled, but the yellow color of his teeth remained. This mass of meat wanted the children in the school. Bus veischlingen.in the emergency suddenly appeared one man. In steel armor.in a flash he reached into the asphalt, lifted up the road surface and overturned it, but the mass was deadly.it cooks up the raised road to attack the man. Just as she was about to devour him, she regained consciousness. She pleaded, "Please save me." Immediately he took her to the base. Originally, the woman had drunk only one sip of bubble tea, but then she turned into a twitching mass of meat. Fortunately, the doctor, under his help, was able to avert the crisis. The woman was one top star, but while filming suddenly broke a bridge plate under her. She fell into the deep sea. They all rushed to rescue, but too late. While she was fighting in the water, one creepy blue light appeared. Even before she could react, pushing it into her mouth. One helper's now jumped into the water, but when she was rescued, everyone started in horror, confused. She took a mirror from a fan and was deeply frightened. Her once beautiful face was horribly disfigured. Her legs began to mutate. Panicking, "Flee," she flashed.